About our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. We'll talk about Huda. We'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home.
It's 8:30 Nigeria, 9:30 in Cairo, and 11:30 in the Gulf. But you know what time it is. It's time for Viewers Pulse. I'm very excited. You guys know the phone number. It's 123-456-789-10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually, that's not the phone number. But I'm so tired of giving you guys the number. You guys are calling me. You're supposed to memorize the number. But I'll give it to you anyways one more time. It's 002-02-38-555-248 or 249. Well, look at that. I even memorized the number, and I said it nice and slowly. 002-02-38-555-248 or 249. Well, now I'm showing off. We have a very, very special guest. He's back by popular demand. It's the third week in a row, and I'm about to let him host the show because this guy, everybody loves him. We love him. He's a founder of Guidance TV. We're honored and pleased to have him. He is Sheikh Yusuf. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Yusuf.
Wa alaikum assalam, Malik. It's great to be back with you.
Sheikh Yusuf, I've never told you this actually, but my father's a painter. So whenever I see something, he's a painter in San Francisco, California. So whenever I see something that needs to be painted.
You mean an artist?
Oh, he paints houses, bridges, like this.
Oh,
You're right.
Okay.
So whenever I see something that needs to be painted, I have the urge to get out my spray gun and paint it down. Whenever I see your big white beard, Sheikh, I want to paint it.
Paint my beard.
Maybe we can do like a fundraiser, and we could say, okay, you can paint Sheikh Yusuf's beard for like $1 million or something. We get the money to Huda TV.
I remember they used to have this little thing that you sit on.
Yes.
Over a big tank of water. You throw the ball, and if you hit the target, the person falls in the water. Is it going to be like that kind of a deal?
Can we put like Dr. Salah on the water, and we can get him to do it? Maybe we can raise money for the channel.
Dr. Salah.
What do you think he'll agree to it?
Salah. Man, the class of this show has taken a drastic dive.
So Sheikh, I want to speak a little bit about the telethon, alhamdulillah, while we're waiting for callers. We did it, mashallah, we did telethon last Thursday, and it was all about raising money for Ramadan and Hajj. And alhamdulillah, we had set a goal of 500,000, and by the grace of Allah and by everybody's help and cooperation, including you, we stayed on the air for 6.5 hours, and we raised about $130,000. And we're so pleased and we're so thankful to all of our viewers and supporters that were able to get us this far.
130,000.
I believe that was the figure, yeah. So we're excited about that, and we hope, inshallah, that this continues and that we can help. This will help us bring
these programs that we were talking about at that time. I have seen some of the. I actually started some of them up before we were able to do the fundraising, and I really that and the sets that have been designed out here, along with the efforts of the brothers behind the scenes.
Right.
I'm excited. I'm very excited about what's coming up.
Yeah, I'm excited as well, inshallah. We put in a lot of effort, and it was all by the will of Allah. We're happy. It was exciting. It was the first time on Huda TV that we've done something like that. We didn't know what to expect. And, of course, our fans, they're part of our family. They supported us, and we're so happy and pleased with the result. Sheikh Yusuf, I believe we have a phone call on the line. Assalamu alaikum. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, caller. You're live. You're on the air with Huda. Go ahead. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, sister. Go right ahead, sister.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, brother Malik and Yusuf.
Excellent. Thank you for calling, sister.
I said that I'm getting this thing today. Though usually it's about asking people how they see your programs. In fact, I don't know what to say. Alhamdulillah.
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 Great. May Allah gather all of us in the hereafter as you people are trying to help all of us to be on the right path. May Allah bless you. And I watched your program the other day concerning the share,
Which program, sister?
On Monday. Hello?
Which program? Which program did you watch?
That is, I forgot, the one that you can contribute.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Hello?
Excellent. Yeah, excellent.
So I went to the bank on Monday in as much as our own currency is very, very low. So I have a little money that I intend this to contribute to my zakat.
Okay.
In fact, it was very difficult for me because, in fact, I don't know, but I was still work towards it, inshallah, since I've seen that.
Thank you so much for your generosity, sister.
It's a continuous something.
Sister, you can still hop on our website, www.huda.tv/share. And if you want to make another contribution, thank you for the contribution that you did make. We certainly appreciate it. May Allah reward you for it and for your kind words as well. Thank you so much, sister, for your phone call. I believe we have another caller on the line, Sheikh Yusuf. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, caller. You're live. You're on Huda. Go ahead.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Go ahead, brother.
Good evening, Sheikh, and Malik. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. Thanks for calling in, man. What's going on?
Yeah, the name is Bello Gaya. I'm calling from Nigeria. Yeah.
Thank you for calling. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to speak with the Sheikh. We miss him so much.
It's nice to be here.
We miss your program, misconception, closing the gap, and lifting the fog. You know, we are trying to meet the other program that you say is going to unveil very soon.
Excellent. Thank you, brother, for your call. We certainly appreciate it. Sheikh Yusuf, I have two questions for you. Well, number one, when are you going to Nigeria for a tour? Number two, do you have any new programs in the works? I heard you had something like Face
Islam.
Okay.
Yeah, the first question, when we're going to Nigeria, we haven't officially been invited by any of the groups. We have to be invited by a particular organization. I don't just go, like if somebody says, come to my house and eat. I live in Nigeria, it doesn't work.
So you're waiting for an official invitation, inshallah. Okay.
Well, we have to, because I have a team that goes with me, and there's expenses involved, etc. But to come back to your second question, as far as the programs are concerned, we did a number of them already. But the one that we put the biggest emphasis on, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday I completed 141.
MashaAllah.
One of the cameramen and directors that was sitting right over here with us right now, behind the scenes, and he probably knows more about Face Islam than I do, because he's been all these brothers so dedicated to this effort. It's so beautiful. But the 141 episodes, if I'm not making a mistake, and more coming.
Okay, more coming, inshallah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Then we have the Ramadan series.
Excellent.
Maybe this is the time I should probably say this, that we're making a big effort to get to Guidance TV to let me come back over again in the first part of the month of Ramadan.
All right. Excellent.
We're working on it.
We're working on that, inshallah.
Need dua for that.
Excellent dua, inshallah. Sheikh, I had an interesting email that I wanted to read. It's from Kais Poya from Atlanta, Georgia. Kais Poya says here, Assalamu alaikum, Brother Malik. I'm actually of Afghani background. I'm born in the United States and I'm an American Muslim. I haven't been practicing my deen at all. In fact, I had been on a very bad path. However, after watching Huda TV and watching Let's Talk program, mashallah, on YouTube, I feel like I'm back on the straight path, to make dua for me to keep me on the straight track. Thank you so much, everyone at Huda TV. Kais Poya from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm very happy to hear your email. I wish you the best. Inshallah, keep watching Huda TV. And I'm so happy to hear this. Thank you so much for sending me this email. This is what we're working for. It makes us feel so excited to hear these words. Sheikh Yusuf, what do you think about this email?
Well, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations on coming to the straight path. I'm happy also for all of those who have done the same thing. And the second thing I want to do, I think, is mention to you that Allah loves the repenter. And there's a misconception, I believe, that kind of worked its way into the Bible. It said Allah loves the sinner. Well, we don't say that. We say Allah loves the repenter.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to believe that Allah is loving a guy that's out here slaughtering people, doing bad stuff,
right,
when in fact that's what Islam is against. But as far as coming to Islam, I want to really practice it. I want to emphasize to you, never despair of the mercy of Allah. Some of you may be watching right now thinking, well, you know, I've done so much sin, so much masiyah, there's just no reason for me to repent, or because Allah won't forgive me. But actually that thinking is what is really the worst. That kind of thinking is the worst of worst thing. Remember, Allah is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. And He is ready to give you that forgiveness.
Thank you, Sheikh Yusuf. And thank you for that email, Kais Poya. You heard those words. Allah loves a repenter. So thank you for giving us an email. Thank you so much, Kais Poya from Atlanta, Georgia. Sheikh Yusuf, we have a phone call this time from Ummu Abdullah from Cairo, Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Go ahead, sister. You're on the air on Huda. Go ahead. Assalamu alaikum.
Sister, can you speak up a little bit? We can't quite hear you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now we can hear you. Thank you for speaking up. Go ahead, sister.
How are you, Sheikh Yusuf?
Sheikh Yusuf, how are you?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. It's great to be here with you.
Go right ahead, sister.
Please, Sheikh Yusuf, can you consider presenting a show or making a show for kids, for little kids, about Islam and the Prophet Muhammad and our Prophet?
Oh, sure. This is your main concern. I imagine, obviously, you're a mother by your name. So, how old are your children, and are they asking you to see cartoons? Are they asking you as a mother for these questions? I think the line cut off. Thank you so much, sister from Egypt, Abdullah from Cairo, Egypt. I think it's every parent's concern, Sheikh Yusuf, to make cartoons. We do have one cartoon, and when we were in Dubai, a man came to us crying and thanking us for that cartoon because he said it changed his son's life.
Yeah.
And that was amazing with our regional director, Ahmed Fehmi. That was a really touching moment. So this sister is saying, can you make some more cartoons? I mean, I think it's a great idea.
Well, speaking of children, I first and foremost want to say to Mahmoud and Yusuf and Roqaya, big salam alaikum. It's great to spend the day with you guys today. And I'm very much excited to see their family has really done some amazing things.
MashaAllah.
Number one, they're supporters for Guidance TV and Huda TV.
MashaAllah.
And number two, they have come up with an idea to let their children only focus on programs dealing with Islam.
MashaAllah.
When I go in their home, what's playing is you see the people doing tawaf
Right.
and reciting of Quran.
Right, MashaAllah.
Or they have Huda TV on.
Excellent.
Or, Guidance TV.
So this is
and
important,
it's,
right.
yeah, it is very important because they're structuring their family now around the things that bring Islam into their home.
Yeah, of course, it's very important. Thank you, Sheikh Yusuf, for that insight. I believe we have Hassan from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Brother Hassan from Nigeria, you know what? We get so many calls from Nigeria. I like the Nigerians to tell me what city they're calling from as well. So what city are you in, brother?
I'm calling from Mina, Niger State.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Thank you so much for calling us. You have a very clear line. That's good. Go right ahead. Would you like to share your thoughts with Sheikh Yusuf Estes?
I just want to pray for you people. May Allah guide you. May Allah encourage you.
All of us.
May Allah prevent you from Shaitan. And
Thank you so
everybody in Buddha, especially Sheikh Yusuf and you, for Sheikh Salah, for other Sheikh you. So we appreciate your effort and we pray Allah to protect you and Allah make you to realize your goal.
Ameen, Ya
We
Rabbi, and
want
for you as well.
also the Muslims in Nigeria in prayer so that they understand the Sunnah of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Sallallahu Alaihi
Thank you so much for your thoughts and
Thank you
prayers,
for
and for
that.
you as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We have another caller as well. Go right ahead. Assalamu alaikum, and welcome, Sister Somaya. Alaikum salam, Sister Somaya. How are you? Go right ahead.
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you, brother Malik?
Alhamdulillah. I'm so happy. I'm here with Sheikh Yusuf Estes. We're excited. This is exciting. Go ahead, sister.
How are you? Really, you are doing wonderful. You are doing. I love your show, and I love you, Sheikh Yusuf.
All right. Thank you so much, sister, for your kind words.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Go right ahead. What else is going on?
We like you, Sheikh Yusuf.
Jazakallah khair. It's great to have you with us tonight.
It's all for my guidance.
We'll make a big dua for all of us on that subject. I mean,
Thank you so much, Sister
I
Somaya.
pray for you all. I pray for all of you, and I say salam to Sheikh Muhammad Salah. He's my favorite as well.
it
Okay.
was just, Dr. Muhammad Salah is actually in the wings here somewhere right now. He just,
I want to watch Visitor at Home again.
What's that? Visitor at what was the name of that program, sister?
Yeah, Visitor at Home.
I think that was a while back. Maybe we can bring it back for you, inshallah. So I'll see what we can do.
I really want to watch that.
Okay, thank you, sister. Thank you so much.
dig through the
We're
archives
gonna have
and pull it back up.
That's so, Sheikh. We also have a lot of Facebook comments here, and people just saying, like Jabril from Nigeria is saying, I really enjoy Huda TV. May Allah guide us all.
Ameen.
I love you for the sake of Allah. Everyone at Huda TV. I mean, it really makes you feel great to get these positive messages and dua
It
from
keeps
people.
me going. I spend all night long going through emails and the Facebook. A lot of people know that I have Facebook accounts. I think I have 5 Facebook pages right now. And then I have some volunteers that also have pages up as well. And
Right.
by the way, speaking of volunteers, big salams to our sister Ramla in Oman, the great work that you've been doing. Keep up the work.
All right.
We need you. Well, we need 10 more like you.
Sheikh, so you're working around the clock. When was the last time you slept?
in the car coming over. But I wasn't driving this time.
That's funny, Sheikh. Well, that's good. Well, maybe in Egypt it's not a big deal. You can sleep while driving. Seems like other people do. The way people drive around here, right? So, Sheikh Yusuf, we have so many comments, and it's always a pleasure to have you. People are always excited when you're here. We have so many emails as well. Let me read a couple while we are. This is Sister Hamida, I believe, from Nigeria. She says, I love all your programs, but my favorite programs are Let's Talk. Thank you, sister. That's a great compliment. As well as Together to Paradise. That was with Brother Osama Shami, who does Straight Path now. He had done a recorded program that was very nice. She's also asking for Dr. Bilal Phillips, as well as more Sheikh Ibrahim Zidan. And Sheikh Ibrahim Zidan is one of our fan favorites as well. Mm-hmm. He does tafsir shows, Quran in Depth. And it's really
well. He hits the points that are concerned for all of us right now, and that makes a big difference. And he does it in a very professional way. It's very impressive. Dr. Bilal Phillips, of course, is my first and foremost of heroes. Right. After I came into Islam, I've been reading and listening to his stuff since I was a baby in Islam 21 years ago.
He's such a big figure for us English-speaking Muslims because he's just so many. Me as well, when I first became Muslim, I benefited so much from Dr. Bilal Phillips. I believe we have a call on the line. Assalamu alaikum.
Go ahead, caller. You're live on
Huda. From Libya.
Alaikum salam from Libya, mashallah. All right. Go right ahead, sister. Alaikum salam. Go right ahead, sister.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Go ahead, sister.
Please, I want to ask you one question. The program you did on Thursday, we have been trying to send money from Libya. Very difficult.
Excellent.
They say we can send the money through Western Union.
Right.
But we've already given them all the data. You've given us from Huda TV.
Inshallah, I see, sister.
Send it through the country. So we need someone's name so that we can send the money.
Sure.
Through Western Union, the person can take the money and.
Excellent. Sister, what you can do, inshallah, if you just hop onto our website at www.
Name and the number.
Inshallah, sister. I'll answer you now, inshallah, if you give me a chance. It's if you go to the website, www.huda.tv, you can get all the information there. You can even add /share and do the donation online. However, if you want to do a transfer Western Union, just simply go to the website. It'll give you the information, the bank, SWIFT code, and all that information, etc. www.huda.tv, and you'll get all the information there. Thank you so much for your righteous intention. We have another caller, Sheikh Yusuf, from the KSA. That's the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Go right ahead. You're live. Go ahead. Alaikum salam. Go ahead.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Yes, I did call on Thursday night, and I had a message that I'm contributing like $2,600.
Did you? Yeah, I believe your line's a little bit. Perhaps you can call back from a landline, brother. I'm sorry. I believe that maybe you're using the Skype or something. It's not very clear. I'm sorry, brother. Give us a call back, inshallah, from a landline.
Well, you can just be far enough away from a tower, and you won't get a good clear signal.
Yeah, right.
That might be the problem.
And speaking of technical problems, we have an email here from Abdul Mateen Yusuf from Al Ansar High School in Dubai. Okay. He says, I was watching Ask Huda from Jeddah with Sheikh Asim. He said it was really funny actually because the Sheikh misunderstood the question because the audio was very bad, and he gave the wrong answer. I guess we shouldn't say the wrong answer, but the answer to a different question.
Okay.
So I think that's definitely important, isn't it, Sheikh Yusuf, to make sure the Sheikh gets the correct information.
You know, you brought up a point, and actually, Malik, that's one of the most critical things in answering questions. Dr. Muhammad Salah and myself and so many others have had that experience that even if somebody's sitting in front of you giving you a question, you still have to ascertain what exactly are they driving at.
Right.
But oftentimes we find people asking questions today that are frivolous questions that really will not benefit them, and that's actually not acceptable in Islam. You're supposed to ask questions relevant to something that will benefit you.
Right. As we saw Dr. Salah say today, a sister called Hadija or something, I think her name was, he said, thank you so much for researching your question and asking me a specific question so I can give you a specific answer. Sheikh Yusuf, stay right there. You guys there at home, don't go anywhere. We're back after this short break with Sheikh Yusuf Estes. So stay tuned to Viewers Pulse. Assalamu alaikum.
We're going to book, How to Create a Website, and which Islamic websites to actually visit. What inspired you to create your own website?
One of the challenges that we face every day, the site or the application should be accessible worldwide. I remember when I was younger, one of my friends asked me to convince his father to get him a desktop, even the laptop. If you compare both of them in terms of cost, laptop roughly costs twice the money if you compare it with the desktop.
Hackers, the word hackers, most of the youth people are very interesting about that word. They say, hey, I'd like to be a hacker, because there is a type of hacker doing great job. We call them white hat hacker.
Fun for everyone.
3, 2, 1.
What will I be when I grow up? What will I be when I grow up? What will I be when I grow up?
The firefighter uses what to control fire? Water or rocks? Now these two teams go head to head on pulling the blue rope. Now if one person goes over this line right here, the other team loses. Very simple rules. This challenge is worth 5 points.
What will I be when I grow up? What will I be when I grow up? What will I be when I grow up as a Muslim man?
Fun is for everyone, so get ready to have some fun. Check out these cool competitions between kids. It's important to have fun, and it's also important to be a good sport. So tune in to Fun for Everyone. You don't want to miss it.
When I grow up, what will I be when I grow up as a Muslim man?
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Viewers Pulse. I'm so excited to be here with Sheikh Yusuf Estes. Thank you, Sheikh, for staying with us for this second segment. Isn't this this is exciting, Sheikh, Viewers Pulse. It's like the best show in the whole world. It's so exciting, this show. We're getting feedback from our viewers. They're telling us, you know what, we want to know what the viewers need. This is their channel. How can we design programs for them to really benefit them unless we know what their needs are? So, they email us at talk@huda.tv for Let's Talk. For this email, pulse@huda.tv, feedback@huda.tv. So we truly take their ideas. And then we mold programs around it. So I'm excited that we launched this program, Viewers Pulse. It's so exciting. So
not only do we mold programs around that, sometimes we take existing programs and adjust them according to what the needs of the public are.
Right.
And that's very important to do, because sometimes you've got a program, it's almost on target, but it's off a little bit.
Right.
It doesn't quite meet the needs, so sometimes you have to make some adjustments to it.
That's an excellent point. Like Umu Abdullah from Cairo said, why don't you bring some more cartoons? And now we just pass it along to the admin, and then we do that for them. And like I said, Sheikh, we were in Dubai for the 2012 Dubai International Peace Convention, and a man came to us crying, and he said, I'm so happy you did this cartoon about Moses and Aaron, Musa and Harun, right? And he said, this changed my son's life. And I think it's amazing. Are you airing cartoons on your program, Sheikh, on your channel?
Same exact cartoons.
Okay. You guys are working together and you're launching the same, yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of the material that we use is content provided by Huda TV, Peace TV, to make sure that we're in continuity with all of us together.
Right. Excellent. Yeah, good point.
As we say, all on the same page.
Yeah, we're all working toward the same goal. We truly are one family. We had an interesting email here from Jamila. She doesn't say where she's from. She says, what is the timing of the classes of Huda Academy online? I would very much appreciate it if you would let me know so I can fit it into my schedule. Excellent question. Thank you, Sister Jamila. Sheikh Yusuf, as you know, we launched Huda Academy, www.hudaonlineacademy.com. I'm glad she asked this, because what I'm emphasizing is the fact that there is no time schedule. You don't have to be live in front of your computer. You simply sign up for free courses.
Excuse me. I want you to rephrase that, Malik, because you just said you don't have to be live in front of your computer. I don't want dead people in front of my computer. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be there at a certain time. I'll get back to this right before we take Ihab, after we take Ihab from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum, brother Ihab.
Assalamu alaikum, Ihab. You're live. You're on Huda.
Kabir from Nigeria. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, Kabir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, brother Kabir. How are you, Aki?
Assalamu alaikum, ya Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you? How's everything? How's
Alhamdulillah. Cool, tamam. Very good.
Sheikh said he was in Nigeria or he's going to be in Nigeria. We're looking forward to see you in Nigeria, inshallah.
Inshallah.
I just want to give a piece of advice. We have a program in Nigeria. You know, some people, they want to make a donation, but there's a problem. Somebody who wants to donate maybe $50. When he goes to a bank, every bank in Nigeria, if you want to transfer money outside, you have to pay $60. You pay $50. If you want to transfer $50 or $1,000 or $10,000, you have to pay $50 the same amount. So we have problems.
Okay, brother, I very much understand that. I understand that, and the solution to that one, is it's a little bit of work. But what instead of 10 people each trying to donate $50,
right.
Put them all together, ask them to come together, and then you'll overcome that problem. So if you have 10 people with $50, that's $500, and you only pay the fee one time.
That's an excellent point.
Yeah, and the other thing is to save it up until you're able to do more, and then also have different families that come together on it, and then have the occasion that once a month or once every 2 or 3 months that we compile enough together to be able to offset the fee. I do believe that fee is very unfair. It should be restructured. Somebody needs to talk to the folks there so that, to benefit, you got to benefit your customers.
Yeah, that's way too expensive. Excellent point, Sheikh Yusuf. I believe we have another caller on the line, Sammy from Nigeria. Is that correct?
Salam alaikum, caller. You're live. You're on Huda.
Alaikum assalam.
Go right ahead, brother. Alaikum salam, brother.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah, we are doing great. Thank you for asking, brother. Go right ahead.
You are talking with Sani from Nigeria.
Excellent. Thank you, brother, for calling. Go right ahead, brother.
Enjoy your programs.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for your kind words, Aki. What's your favorite program?
You are making very great contribution to the Islamic world.
Thank you, Aki. I think he's talking to Sheikh Yusuf.
My
I think
is that
the contribution
I enjoy your program, especially in comparative religion.
The contribution actually is from all of us. I think we're all working together for the same thing.
Why don't you invite some program which is a part like Ahmed Dider program to place it so that you like in Christianity and other religion and very comparative one to understand each other very clearly.
That's an excellent point.
Zakir Naik is making great effort for making understanding between religions, between Islam and Judaism, between Hinduism, between Islam and Christianity and all others.
Excellent point, brother.
Actually, there is need for Ahmed Didat in the program so that we can get a lot more.
Inshallah. Thank you, brother, so much for your call. We've actually heard that feedback before. I've received emails as well. People are saying, why don't you collect some old programs of Ahmed Didat and air them? Find them. And I think that's a great idea. I think it was very popular. And
well, before we go too far into that, let us realize that Dr. Zakir Naik remastered almost, maybe all of the works that Ahmed Didat had done, and at no limit on the expense. He went all out on this, so that when you put them on, they really look good in high definition.
Right.
And some of these were done back in the 80s.
Yeah, the quality's bad, isn't it?
The originals, in some cases, you wouldn't even be except to put them on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
But after they worked them over, I was there in Mumbai while they were doing it some years back. So I do believe that the thing to do there is to talk with Dr. Zakir and see what we can
do about that.
Share together on that.
Yeah,
it's a good point.
Yeah, excellent point. I certainly hope we bring, there's so many shayukh that people are suggesting that we bring. It's hard to coordinate with everyone, but Dr. Naik certainly is a fan favorite, Sheikh Yusuf. Let me go back to some emails here. We have Abdul Muhammad from Nigeria. He says, Assalamu alaikum. May Allah be with you all at Huda TV. I love Huda TV so much. It is very important to the people here in Nigeria. And Sheikh, in the telethon on Thursday, I was really emphasizing the fact that, subhanAllah, Huda TV has really benefited the Nigerian people more than anybody, I think, because almost all of our callers are coming from Nigeria. It seems like the whole country is watching Huda TV.
Well, it's true, that we do have a lot of viewers there, but the other thing you might consider is this, that the time is kind of perfect there.
Yeah,
right. Time zone.
Yeah.
We go through that with Guidance TV because we're in 5 time zones.
Yeah, subhanAllah.
Yeah. So, because we also have Alaska and Hawaii, so it winds up being 5 time zones out there.
Yeah.
So, you might think, well, why only certain people watch this show? They're all from Denver or they're all from Chicago.
It's the time.
But you're throwing it in there at that time. And this is the case of Viewers Pulse is coming on at a particular time, which is
8:30 in Nigeria, and I think it's like 11:30 in Mecca, 12:30 in the
11,
Gulf. So
yeah,
too
11:30
late.
in Mecca. I mean, everybody's standing in Qiyam doing their late night salah. I hope.
I believe we have a call from the KSA, Brother Musa. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Musa.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Brother Malik, Sheikh Yusuf, how are you?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Thank you.
I had called you on Thursday night and I wanted to make a small contribution. I was trying to make the transfer on Friday. I could not, due to some problems, I could not, make the whole transfer. And I wrote an email to support at Huda.tv on Friday asking me to provide your Al-Raji, Saudi bank details.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Yes, brother. Yes.
And I did not receive any reply, so I was wondering if that email address is the correct one.
No, I believe, I think people don't know. We actually have one American brother, Omar, who mans the website. He gets a lot of emails, but inshallah, he does return to them in the order he receives them, as well as our regional director, Mr. Akwad Femi, who's watching this right now. So if you would perhaps forward that email again, maybe forward it to feedback@huda.tv as well. That's feedback@huda.tv. Thank you so much for your righteous intention, and you keep insisting about it, and we're very thankful for that. But inshallah, they will return the email. Just forward it again to feedback@huda.tv. Thank you so much. Inshallah, we will receive the contribution with great pleasure. Thank you, brother, so much.
The Viewers Pulse, I love the name of this program. The viewers that we have for Huda TV, one of the things I'm noticing is this dedication. Shaitan comes to you. You make a pledge to do something at a fundraiser, and then tomorrow when you wake up, you're like,
you forget about it.
I'll do it later, I'll do it later.
Right.
And if there's any kind of a difficulty along the way, Allah doesn't want me to do it.
Yeah,
no,
right.
Allah wants you to fulfill your
promise,
fulfill your commitment. And I'm appreciating the fact that so many of the viewers on Huda will do that. They will continue to work till they get it done.
SubhanAllah. Sheikh Yusuf, we have Abu Bakr from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum, brother Abu Bakr. Go right ahead.
Wa alaikum salam.
Go ahead. How are you?
Assalamu rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum, ya Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, I see a lot of people have been calling regarding this contribution. I'm also having problems to do my donation.
You having problems making a contribution, brother Abu Bakr? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I want to make. Yeah, I've been trying to link up with www.huda.tv/share. I've not been able to link up to get the details of the account.
You know what you can do, brother? If you forward an email, if you write an email, inshallah, to...
I wanted to suggest, can we have those details on the Facebook or whatever?
Inshallah. How about this, inshallah? We'll post the information on our Huda TV Facebook. How about that, okay? At www.facebook.com/Huda TV. And everybody that's watching upstairs in the admin, inshallah, perhaps they can put that information now on the Facebook in order for them to get that bank information as soon as possible. You can also send an email to feedback@huda.tv. Thank you so much for your righteous intention. But we will put the information on our Facebook page, inshallah. www.facebook.com/Huda TV, all lowercase. Thank you guys for your willingness to contribute and share in the reward with Huda TV as we plan to make programs for Ramadan as well as Hajj this year. As you know, Sheikh Yusuf, last year we sent 3 people to Hajj only. We had plans to send 13, but visas and finances limited us. But now after we made a telethon, inshallah, we'll be able to send more people to Hajj in order to make better coverage, because this is the most important Muslim event we can say of the year, and we only had 3 people covering, so we didn't have a full field, we didn't have live coverage. Inshallah, we're going to improve this Ramadan thanks to our viewers, inshallah. This Hajj, excuse me.
So will those who are doing the filming and broadcasting, will they be themselves in Hajj?
They will be performing Hajj and covering Hajj, so it really gives it a beautiful feel. Last time we had Abdullah McIntosh doing it, and he performed Hajj himself and others, and the whole scene. So it's really an amazing experience, and we hope to get more comprehensive coverage this year. We have a caller from the KSA?
Yes.
Ihab, assalamu alaikum, brother Ihab.
Assalamu alaikum, Malik.
Alaikum salam. Thank you for calling, brother. Go right ahead. Go right ahead, brother. MashaAllah, you're calling from Nigeria.
I would like to see Khalid Yasin on the channel.
Excuse me, brother? You would like to see what?
Khalid Yasin
Actually, I believe the line's a little bit...
Hello?
Yeah, brother, if you could call back from a landline, I'm sorry to keep you waiting so long, but I believe perhaps you're using like an internet phone or Skype, and it's a bit hard to hear you. Please, brother, call back. Please, inshallah, from a landline. I'll be happy to take your call, inshallah. We have another caller from Kuwait. Hamza from Kuwait. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for calling.
How are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for asking.
Okay. We really appreciate the good work that you are doing, and may Allah take care of all your affairs, all the brothers who are working at Al-Huda.
Thank you so much.
Last Thursday, I must tell that the response was wonderful, but it would have been better if Al-Huda has got at least 50% of what was targeted.
Yeah.
But no hope should not be lost. I believe the listeners who are watching, the accounts are not closed. They can still send. They must continue to send, Al-Huda is ours. We must all support Al-Huda. The second point I like to make is I would appreciate if Al-Huda can consider broadcasting Sheikh Nouman Ali Khan of USA.
Yeah, we brought him for the Straight Path via Skype. We are trying to bring him, inshallah. That's an excellent suggestion, brother. Actually, we had him on the Straight Path with brother Osama Shami via Skype. We want to bring him back. As far as your first question, I'm really glad you mentioned that. Alhamdulillah, it was good. The telethon was good, but we didn't reach our goal. Our goal was 500,000. We didn't even reach the 50% mark, but alhamdulillah for what we did do. But like you said, it's never too late to donate. We didn't just, to share in the reward. You can give your contributions today, tomorrow, next week, next month, inshallah. It wasn't only restricted to that time period. So you guys keep on Facebook, keep on Huda TV website, and stay up to date with that stuff, inshallah. Sheikh Yusuf, this is the end of this episode. However, I think that you're here. The fans like you. They don't want They don't want that silly Malik guy. They want to hear more from Sheikh Yusuf.
Actually, Malik, we have a plan. If you accept this idea, I have a special guest that came all the way from where I was today, and we arranged something. We talked about it, worked it out with the producers here.
Okay.
And it's kind of a surprise. Shall I tell you now?
Well, should we leave them waiting, or should you say it now?
I think. Well, let's tell them.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, because this is going to be a continued call-in show tonight, a very special feature before I leave back to the United States.
Okay.
In fact, I'm leaving in the next few hours.
Okay.
So, inshallah. So I asked one of my dearest friends, who is from Germany.
MashaAllah, German coming.
Yeah, who used to be a professional boxer.
Oh, wait, if I don't get up the show, he's going to beat me up then, huh?
I don't think so. He likes to beat up the shaitan.
Good, alhamdulillah. So we're going to, okay, go ahead.
And his name is Pierre Vogel.
Oh, yeah, all right.
And he took the name Salahuddin, and he has a child, Hamza, so he's Abu Hamza.
All right, excellent.
Be with us just coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, well, that sounds like I'd be honored to do that, inshallah. You guys stay at home. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for 30 more minutes of Viewers Pulse Live with not me, Malik, no, with Sheikh Yusuf Esses and Abu Hamza, Salahuddin Abu Hamza, all the way here from Berlin, Germany. Actually, I don't know if he's from Berlin. I believe he's from Cologne. But anyway, I'm really excited to have them both on the show, inshallah. They'll be speaking English, not German. Unless you want to call in from Germany, then you are welcome to, inshallah. So you guys, that's enough for me, inshallah. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to
Wie geht's, das ist gut, ja. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum, you guys at home. I look forward to seeing you next week, inshallah. But stay tuned for more with Sheikh Yusuf Esses and Abu Hamza.
The Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, narrated that when Allah, glory be to him, wishes good for someone, he bestows upon him understanding of the religion, and that Allah makes the path to paradise easy for those who seek knowledge. Preoccupied by work or family in the modern world, a Muslim may struggle to find time for acquiring Islamic knowledge. To ease this struggle, we are launching Huda Academy to be your gateway to online Islamic e-learning.
Enroll now and study from our renowned scholars. Learn Aqidah from Dr. Muhammad Salah.
Learn Fiqh from Dr. Hatim Al-Hajj.
Learn Hadith from Dr. Muhammad Sa'id.
Learn Tafsir from Sheikh Ibrahim Zidan.
And learn Arabic from our professional instructors.
Successful graduates of Huda Academy will go through a final test and eventually receive a certificate of completion.
To enroll and learn more about Huda Academy, please visit us online at hudaonlineacademy.com.
Huda Academy, your gateway to authentic Islamic knowledge. Dear viewers, Huda programs can be watched in the English section of the in-flight entertainment directory on board all Saudi airline flights, domestic and international. Sit back, relax and enjoy watching Huda's entertaining and enlightening shows on your trip. Huda wishes you a safe and successful journey. Huda, a light in every home.
Whatever you do, whatever you got, it's a gift from Allah. Thank Him and always say Alhamdulillah all the way. Alhamdulillah, I always say, every time and every day. Alhamdulillah is a lovely word, it keeps me safe and on my way. Whatever you do, whatever you got, it's a gift from Allah. Thank Him and always say Alhamdulillah all the way. With my happiness, my grandpa says Alhamdulillah for this lovely day. When my sister plays, my grandma says Alhamdulillah, it's a lovely day. Whatever you do, whatever you got, it's a gift from Allah. Thank Him and always say Alhamdulillah all the way. Alhamdulillah for everything. Don't forget to say Alhamdulillah.
Well, welcome to this special episode of Viewers Pulse. I'm Yusuf Estes, and we're live on the air looking for your calls for us. And Malik took a little break. He's now viewing it off in the viewing area, watching me try to fulfill his great role. And I'm afraid that I'm not the one who has memorized what time it is in Nigeria or Mecca, nor have I memorized what the telephone number is. So you're going to have to look on the screen and dial it up. You can give us a call. We're live right here on Viewers Pulse on Huda TV. And with me, a special guest. I've brought someone with me tonight. We rode together in the car coming over here and just barely arrived in time for the program. I have with me, and happy to have you with me, is Abu Hamza, all the way from Germany. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallahu khairan. May Allah reward you.
We always talk about the fact you were a boxer. You used to be a pretty tough character, I think. In the boxing arena, when you were out there in these fights, these were professional fights, is that right?
Yes, I had only 7 professional fights. I was in the amateur national team, but later on I had only 7 professional fights. I was unbeaten, and then when I accepted Islam, later on I quitted boxing, because as we know, it's not allowed in Islam to hit somebody in the face, only in case of self-defense or something. Like this.
Sometimes people actually get injured permanently, even die in the boxing ring. So it's not like wrestling.
Actually, one friend of mine who was also reason who brought me to Islam, he gave me some books. He killed somebody in the boxing ring. His name is Khalid Jones. He's from USA, from New Jersey. Yeah,
is that right?
Really, he gave me, when I was interested in Islam, my first step was to read the Quran in German, and then I met him. He came to Germany to have sparring there, and he gave me some papers how to learn the prayer. So he was also one person who helped me. His name is Khalid Jones, and he later on killed somebody in the ring.
So he didn't quit boxing?
No, he didn't quit boxing. He was still boxing, and then this happened to him, And I never heard something about him later on.
You know what? We've got somebody on the phone with us right now from Niger. Not Nigeria, from Niger.
Yes.
And I didn't quite hear the name, but caller, you're live. You're on the air with Huda TV. Salam alaikum. Go ahead, caller. You're live. Go ahead. From Niger. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. I'm afraid we dropped the call. And you've got the number right on the screen. Give us a call again. A lot of times we're using these devices like Magic Jack and Cricket and Skype and computers and various different devices. So do be patient. And remember that it's worth it. Keep working on it and call us right here. We're live. Can't wait for your call. Coming back to you, let's talk about how your background, boxing, training, building yourself up and so on. Is there any of that can be used in something that we do in Islam?
I said this one time in the German TV, in boxing you learn, I don't want anybody to encourage to go boxing, but really you learn that you are alone and that you are responsible for your own defeat, and that you have really to work, and for example, now in the dawah work, you have always somebody who is against you, you have always somebody who is disturbing you, so you say, no, I have to come, I have to reach my aim, I have to continue, I have to learn. Also, for example, for a lecture, you have to prepare yourself to be in good shape.
Yeah, speaking of good shape, we're in good shape right now. We got Hajar back on with us in Niger. Salam alaikum, Hajar.
Yeah.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
I'm fine.
Well, welcome to Viewers Pulse here on Huda TV. Hello? Didn't last long, but Hajar, you know what? We're really happy you called us. If you'd like to call back, we're right here waiting for your call. And we're talking with Abu Hamza from Germany. And we want to continue on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and for example, when you have a match, a boxing match, for example, after 6 weeks, there is an important match, you have to prepare yourself. You have to concentrate on this topic. And now whenever I have, for example, an important lecture, for example, in Germany about a certain topic, it's almost for me the same, I'm only thinking about this lecture, I'm preparing myself to be in good shape and so on. And another thing is Ramadan, Ramadan, I compare it always with a training camp.
Well, I want to take just a second here. We have Asim on the line with us from Iraq. Asim, salam alaikum. You're live, you're on Huda TV.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
How are you?
We have Abu Hamza with us, Asim.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, mashallah. Good to see Mr. Abu Hamza as well. And I really wish and I really pray for Mr. Abu Hamza as well, that may Allah give him the more courage and more support and for the dawah, so that we have a lot of brothers and a lot of market in in Germany, and especially a lot of people who don't understand the English. He is the good one who can do the dawah in German, the German language as well. So I just want to congratulate, and I just want to give him a lot of prayers. And to you, Mr. Sheikh Yusuf, every time you smile, and every time Malik, you left, but every time you smile, mashallah, looks very good. So I just want you to give you a dua. As you just said that you are going you are going to about the Sahir and Saudi Allah dinaka wa manati khatim amalakum. And keep up the good work, and may Allah be with you, and may Allah bless you, and
you
remember
and your family,
Huda TV and us during the journey.
Thank you so much for those encouraging words, for the dua. And let's take another caller. We've got also on the line right now from Nigeria. Salam alaikum, caller. You're live. You're on Huda TV. Go ahead. Salam alaikum.
Salam, Sheikh.
Salam alaikum. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I welcome Abu Hamza to this program. It's very interesting for us, someone like Abu Hamza here, given the fact that he has been doing boxing in Germany, and it's really great to see quite a lot of enthusiasm taking place in places like Germany. And I hope Brother Abu Hamza will extend the da'wah in Germany to entice as much big number of boxers in Germany on what Islam is all about. It is to every Muslim that should da'wah and call other people to the path of Allah. So I'm very happy really for seeing Abu Hamza on this program, as well as you, Yusuf, which we hold you with high regard and esteem. And may Allah open the great Jannah for you. We have done quite a lot for the deen, and we will all do our best to make sure that we help extend the da'wah everywhere across Nigeria and the whole world entirely. May Allah bless you and bless the program.
You and your family. We really appreciate the dua and the good words. By the way, you probably would like to know, you folks sitting there at home thinking about what it must be like to go from a boxing career in the arena to go out into the arena of the dawah. And having been there in Germany, I think 2008 we were together.
2008, yes, of course.
In August, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
and
right.
while we were there working together, we found that it was like almost a boxing arena.
Of course.
We got boxed around by the Burgermeister and tried to make sure we couldn't have any fun. But alhamdulillah, it all worked out.
Who's next?
The problem that we ran into in a number of places was the perception. A lot of people thought that we were going to be there spreading terrorism, making bombs and stuff like that. And I don't know how they got those notions, because nothing could be further from the truth. If anybody's ever traveled with me or you and been around and seen how we actually, if we hear any of our youth talking like this, we set them straight in a hurry. That number one, it is not Islam, and number two, you persist, I'll be the first one to turn you in. Yeah. So while we were there, we saw a lot, and I think that we could benefit from some of the experiences that, if you carry this forward, how we can take benefit from these efforts in spring forward to we got Ramadan's coming up.
Yeah.
And maybe we should talk about a training camp for Ramadan. Let's take that next caller we got from Nigeria on the line with us right now. Assalamu alaikum, caller. You're live. You're on Huda TV. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ibrahim from Nigeria.
Ibrahim from Nigeria. What city are you calling from?
Abuja.
Ah, mashallah. How are things there?
Abuja is great. Alhamdulillah.
All right.
MashaAllah. Yeah, I like to commend the brother for coming to this program. I'm really impressed that other brother from boxing ring coming to Islam.
Yeah, well,
I've heard Mike Tyson.
now he's boxing the shaitan.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I give my best.
I'm a real fan of boxing, to be honest, but I'm very impressed to see a brother from the boxing to come to Islam. And I heard that Mike Tyson has also come to Islam, who is a professional boxer.
I do believe you're right. I do.
Was also
Yeah.
has come to Islam, which I'm very impressed, and I would like to really commend your effort for bringing them to this program so that other brothers can as well see how people in that particular section of the profession coming into Islam and then enlightening other brothers as well to let them know that Islam is a religion of peace, and by coming to Islam, you know that
Ibrahim, you brought up a good point there. You know, that makes me want to ask you now, in your own profession, have you seen other boxers come to Islam since you've entered Islam?
Yes. I heard from some other brothers who accepted Islam. And I was even asked, why is there so many boxers who accepted Islam, when I accepted Islam, the German media, the newspaper came to me, it was on TV even, the boxer so-and-so accepted Islam and so on,
And didn't we have, you and I, when we were there, didn't we have one of the wrestlers, one of the top wrestlers came up on the stage and he
German champion. Yeah.
Champion?
He was the German champion, yes.
And that's the one who came up on the stage, had all those muscles up
I
thought, more.
He's now good practicing Muslim, alhamdulillah. Yeah, what I said in this time, they asked me about boxers accepting Islam. I said, I don't know any certain reason, but maybe it's because, this boxing or the sports world is like life in a short time. You're a young guy, so you are now the talent.
There you go.
And then very soon, when you quit your career, it's like you were retarded with 31, 32. So you have to think about what will happen afterwards. And I, for my example, I wanted always to be the Olympic champion.
Yeah.
Then in my team, there was an Olympic champion of Barcelona in the light heavyweight class. His name is Thorsten May. 10 years after he won the Olympic gold medal, nobody's knowing him anymore. So you're thinking about this success, is it really worth? I want something else. I want something more.
We've only got a few minutes left in the program. We've got Alat calling from right here in Cairo, I believe. You're live. You're on Huda TV. Go ahead. Salam alaikum.
I got two questions, one for you and one for Abu Hamza.
MashaAllah. Salam alaikum, brother. How are you?
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam. He has two questions for us.
The first one for you, Sheikh Yusuf. Would you mind elaborate more about Huda Academy? I would like to know whom is it targeting. Is it targeting the new Muslims or the non-native Arabic speakers? Or is it targeting maybe the Arabic speakers who would like to make da'wah to non-Muslims?
That question, let's take it real quick. The Academy has a whole page about it on the internet, and you can go there and get all the details. And that's not my area of expertise. I'm going to send you to that. That's called HudaOnlineAcademy.com. HudaOnlineAcademy.com. Get all the information right there. Second question. Go ahead, brother.
Second question to Abu Hamza. I read in the newspapers a couple of weeks ago, maybe 1 month, that there is going to be a campaign in Germany that some Muslims are going to distribute Quran, free copies of the Quran to the German people. I would like to know how was that received by the people, if you know.
Okay, well, thank you so much, brother. We appreciate your call. We are wrapping up the very end of the program. Briefly,
how was that? He said,
he's talking about the distribution of some Qurans that you were going to give. How is that going?
Some brothers, they distributing translation of the meaning of the Quran without Arabic words, and it has a big impact. The people are really coming there. They're very thankful. They come and say, "Oh, thank you very much. I really would like to read the Quran." And they distributed in Berlin in one day 5,000 translations. But of course, the German media, they made a big deal out of it. Oh, these people they want this or that. But actually, this was only free advertisement. Even more people came to get the Quran.
Only a minute left in our program. Briefly, a word of advice to all of us from ex-boxer, now a champion fighter for the cause of Islam, Abu Hamza?
Yes, I just want to say you, my brothers and sisters, we must never forget that this is the true religion of Allah and that we have to do everything to bring this religion in front, and we should never despair, we should never think we can't, we are too weak. We are not too weak. Allah says, وَكَانَ حَقًّا عَلَيْنَا نَصْرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. It's our obligation to help the believers. So let us be real believers and Allah will help us, inshallah.
MashaAllah. And with that, we're wrapping up our program. I want to remind everybody to watch right here next week, same time, for Viewers Pulse. And by the way, if you want to know where I'm going to be, I'm flying back to the U.S., but not to my home as I had originally planned. We're going to be in New York this weekend, broadcasting live on Guidus TV and talking about what happened on Huda TV. I hope and pray for all of you to always tune in here and find out more about this deen and this guidance. The word Huda means guidance, and we ask for a light to be in every home. Thank you, Abu Hamza, for being with us today. We'll make dua for Malik, who will be back with him next week.
Inshallah.
And until then, from all of us to all of you, wassalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
We'll talk about Huda, we'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home. We'll talk about Huda, we'll talk about our way. Come join us and have your say. Let's talk about our way. Remember, you are not alone. Huda is the light in your home.